Yellow uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. I am a lady in mid-40s. I regret being married again after my first two marriages. For now I'm in the hands of the devil's servants. Never thought I would drink human blood one day, but now it is happening because I am staying with the devil himself. I have 3 kids from my first marriage. The father died few years ago. Later on, I moved on with life and went to stay with another man. The man was so cruel. He was always after sex and does not care about my children. Instead, he harassed them and me. Everything I did was of being forced by the man. Another thing is, he was kind of a porn star. Sometimes he could sleep with me in front of a camera, then upload the videos on internet. Later on, he started coming with other men to sleep with me. He made a lot of money from the videos, but he didn't give me a single rand to buy at least one pair of shoes for my children. My kids were in trouble with the men, harassed them, naming them dogs of the forest, always told them to go to their father's grave. This stressed me, it touched me. How can someone tell the kids to go to their father's grave? My firstborn always asked, "Mom, do you love this man more than us?" I responded, "I love you more than the man." He said, "Then why are we not living if you see that we are suffering?" I have thoughts to move out with my kids, but I was afraid. Who was to buy us food? I can't work properly. My legs are disabled. With time, my daughter started acting weird. She was mentally ill, and after she scolded the stepfather, this stressed me much. I went to several places seeking spiritual cleansing. This left me with no other option than to go to the healers. There is this healer I consulted. The man helped me out. My daughter became normal, but it was on and off. I keep going to the healer till I started cheating on my husband with the healer. I was sneaking when my husband was not around and go to the healer. I do not have money to pay the healer, so I paid back by sleeping with him. Later on, he impregnated me and said he was ready to look after me and the kids. I sneaked with kids and started to live with the healer. There is everything you want in the house, from foods to drinks, but there is something which made me suspicious. For 4 months, no one came to be healed at the shrine. Only 6 men were coming driving luxurious cars. They seemed to be okay and not in need of any help, but it was shocking why they were coming. One day my daughter went missing. My husband rejected me to go to the police to make a report. In the house there is a safe which husband has the access to the keys alone. No one is allowed to touch the keys. One day I took the keys when he was asleep at night. I could not believe what I saw. My daughter's clothes she was last seen with were in the safe, together with other children's clothes. There was a lot of clothes for children. Because of anger, I went to wake him. As I opened the door, his board vanished. I tried to run away. The board appeared on my way. He looked into my eyes. His eyes turned green. From then, I don't know what was happening. In short, that is the day I joined their cult. We are killing people like chickens. This is what I want to tell the people. Be very careful when you are traveling. We are all over everywhere. Yellow, please keep me anonymous. I am going to be long. I am a girl aged 21. Last year, 2022, I met a gent aged 26. We were so in love, sham. Then this year, in 17 April, he introduced me to his family. We have yet been planning to move in together since last year. So, on the 25th of April, we moved in together this year. He asked me to find a room in Welcome. My boyfriend's family know that this gent is at school in Bloemfontein, Kanthe. So it's not like that he has been lying to his family. He last attended school in 2021. So his family has been sending money to him, knowing that he is at school. There's a lot I have to say, guys. So yeah, we moved in together. His father sends 2,600 per month for food and rent, but we had no bed. We slept on floor. Then in May to June, I fell pregnant. We did the test together. He couldn't believe it then. He asked me to test again. It showed 2 lines. His first words were, I am not ready for this. Then I started thinking, if I keep this baby, what will happen to me? Because he says he's not ready. Then I became nervous. He then asked me if I'm ready now. I said no, but in my heart, I was ready. He then said that we're gonna do abortion. I said yes. I did abortion in Virginia in August. I was ready. I was already 11 weeks. I woke up at 4 in the morning and go to the taxis around 5. I went to the hospital alone, but at first he would tell me he wishes to have a baby. He is ready to be a father. There was this other day he cried saying to me he can't get kids. I couldn't believe him because he doubted himself, but I was so surprised when I fell pregnant in May. So yeah, I did abortion. It failed first time. Then they did a surgery. So after some days, the clothes started coming out, big ones. That day I bleeded like hell. I felt like I was dying. I told him I need an ambulance. He said to me, you are scaring me. What do you need an ambulance for? And if you go to the hospital, what will be doing there? I am out of ideas. This is what happened in my life. Who will stand by me if a challenge comes in the future? I am so worried. This guy is betraying me. Yellow Solution Uncle, please hide my identity when you publish. Greetings, family. I really need advice from people who have experience or know people that went through some similar situations. So here is my story, Nate. I am 23 years old female, no child. Like, I am a person who is close with my brother. We lost our parents when we were very young, and obviously the treatment was not good and we were not fairly treated amongst the children. We had their moms in the family. Okay, they thought that we will be nothing. Nah, I will have children, Kelly Young, where my brother will turn out to be a drug addict when we grow up. Can't with God plans, we turned out to be fine and strong as orphans. My brother and I, we have money. He has his business. I am employed at government, and our cousins who grew up with their parents turns to be the drug addicts. My brother and I are the ones who have dignity and pride at our family. The rest, they have nothing valuable to do with their lives. So even though we were not loved and criticized, I forgave and moved on. But my family home here is like a pig's house. I refuse to see it like that. I want me and my brother to renovate it so that it can be nice. But the thing is that it's not my mother's house or my grandmother's house. That family, it belongs to my great grandmother. So I want to know that will it be a great idea to renovate that house so that in future, should life bring us down, we know that there is home? Or do you think my great grandmother children and their great children will want to fight us, since me and my brother are great grandchildren? And I want the advice, since I am young and don't have so much experience with family houses, and people, they will see us with our nice average clothes, and behind our back they will say, but where they are coming from, their family house is full of shame. So I wanted to fix the house and live with my great grandmother because she is alone. Her kids are renting since they are embarrassed with their mother's home. So I don't mind fixing the house, then I live with my great grandmother. Plus, I'm not permanently employed. I'm on a 5 years contract and I'm renting, but not living far from my grand, because I go every day to cook and clean. I moved out because of the treatment I received before I was employed. So now that I'm employed and managed to save a lot of money, my boyfriend suggests that my brother and I should buy our own house and forget about the family because they've never there for us. But now deep down, I want to fix that family house because it's the only house in our street that is full of shacks and it's a three-room house. The story is long, but I'll cut it here. Thanks, family, for your time to read and listen. I would really appreciate your advice, Solution Uncle and family. How are you, Solution Uncle? Hope you publish this one anonymously. I am 48 years old, married man to a beautiful wife and two daughters. In 2018, my wife brought a gay boy to our house to stay with us till he can stand on his own, as he was an intern at their workplace and he knew no one in the place. I never had a problem with the boy and we didn't talk much. It was only greetings most of the time, nothing more. After 4 months, he moved out, got his own property, and he visited us regularly as my daughters enjoyed his company. In 2021, I was retrenched till 2023 March. So the gay boy made connection for me to get a nice paying job, and before that, he used to give me money and give secretly without my wife knowing. This year, mid-June, he invited me to his apartment, and after a few glasses of wine, I had a strong hard erection on of my life. I think he did something to my drink, and we ended up doing the deed with him. And every time after doing the deed, I feel bad for cheating on my wife, especially with a heavy friend guy who is 26 years old, nearly the same age as my daughter. Now it has become a habit of going to his place 3 to 4 times a week to do the deed. The more I cheat, the more I realize how much my wife loves me. I need to get out of this of my chest because I am not happy to cheat my wife. Sleeping with that boy has brought my life into mess, and the boy wants to ask my wife if he can join us for threesome one day. I told him no. This woman loves me too much, and I want to stop cheating on her. What can I do? I want to stop this. Please hide my identity. I am using my boyfriend's account. Early this year, I met a guy, not my boyfriend in this space. We met physically, and after a while, he confessed the love to me. And I told him I'm not interested in the relationship because I was in another relationship, but he didn't give up. I actually discussed charity work with him, and he told me he's been into that. He asked, what if I have a source of income? And I told him I only have a little perfume business. He said I need to have a good source of income to be successful in charity. He asked if I want to expand my perfume business, and I said yes. Then he promised to open a shop for me. He introduced me to his friend and charity teammate, a girl. He told us and how he loves me and wants to marry me. The girl texted me and we started talking kind of because friends too. It happened that this girl has been wanting to date this guy, but he takes her as a sister. So when he told her about me and his plans, she got angry and jealousy. She had done a lot just to make sure he doesn't open the shop for me, and she's clearly told me that so far she is alive, he won't spend a kobo on me. That's like the idea of a shop, but I am not mad over it. I never even expected that. The story is long, so in summary, this guy is still insisting he is marrying me, even when I've made it clear to him several times that I'm not interested. Yesterday, I asked him if the shop is because he feels he will marry me, and he said maybe. Right away, I told him that I don't want the shop anymore. Ma, I am texting you because I feel threatened. The guy is insisting. He even said he won't leave to see marry another guy, and the girl is after me too because she feels I took away what belongs to her. She even asked me if I gave him love potion. See, if Elijah gets hurt because of you, I promise you, I'll hate you all the days of your life and I'll kill you eventually. Above is here a message to me. What should I do? I want to hear your advices to me. Yes, firstly and foremost, I'd like to thank everyone who confessed today. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your confessions with us. We have learned, we always learn in life. No one is fully educated. We need to learn. We need to learn. Sometimes we learn from other people's experiences. Sometimes we learn from our own mistakes. That's part of life. That's part of life. My sister, there is nothing more important than a child. There's nothing. There's nothing. So you was troubling yourself, going to other marriages instead of looking after your children. I'm sorry, as you mentioned earlier on, you are disabled. My sister, guys, ladies and gentlemen, if there is someone who is disabled, who is in this same situation as my sister is facing, you have kids to look after, but you are unable to work, please contact me. I wanna do more videos for you guys. We need to be here for you. We need to be here for you. My sister, who confessed in the first confession, I'll be with you in prayers. Ladies and gentlemen, let's pray together. We want that last child to survive. At least the mother admits that what she did was wrong, even though she was forced into the situation by poverty. But at the end of the day, we came out with a lesson. Thank you so much for sharing. We are now more aware. Ladies and gentlemen, as I usually say, we need to pray when we wake up. We need to pray midday. We need to pray before going to bed. We need to pray before going into these relationships. We need to pray before going into these marriages. It's like a repetition of advices, but they are very key. So I need to repeat it. Also, we are about to enter into the festive season. Let's not forget to pray. Let's not get overexcited. Let's not get overexcited. That will be not the end of the world. We need to know there is tomorrow. So let's not get overexcited. Let's put God first. And God will bless us. God will surely bless us. And there are other confessions. Comment section, deep down there. I'll never leave. Please. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Let's comment. Let's comment before leaving. Let's comment. Let's help these people who need our advice. And I believe God will reward us in return. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. That was Solution Anchor on Extraordinary Africa with your number one show, African Confessions HD. If you're still new in this show, we publish lifetime confessions. Usually, we publish anonymously for their own safety and reasons. And that was video number 2 of 2. In the morning, I published a confession, which was supposed to go to Zoom Confessions. It's a testimony from someone who is saying there was something working, moving in and around your body till Someone prayed for a year over the phone. Thank you so much, Gogo, for praying for that lady. And until we meet again, guys, let's not forget to pray. Peace.